Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. We're going to be making the Peppermint Mocha Frappe. We begin with a slip stitch that we put our hook in. We're using an I 5.50 millimeter. We're going to chain 4. We're going to join with a slip stitch in the very first chain, which is the 4th chain from the hook. We're going to chain 3. I think I split my yarn there. Wait. We're going to be working a total of 12 double crochets in the ring, and the first chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we need 11 more. That's 3. Okay, I should have 12 now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're going to join in the top of the beginning chain 3 with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 3. In that same stitch, we're going to work another double crochet. So at this point, we have 2 double crochets. In each stitch around, we are going to place 2 double crochets. And I will meet you at the end of this round, and we should have 24 double crochets. Okay, that's the end of round 2. We join to the top of the beginning chain 3 with a slip stitch. Round 3, we're going to chain 3 and 2 doubles in this same stitch. We're going to chain 1 and skip 2 stitches, and then we're going to put 3 doubles in this next stitch. Well, it looks like I hit the back loop and didn't get all the loops. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches, 3 doubles in the next. I will meet you at the end of the round, and that's the pattern for this round. 3 doubles, chain 1, skip 2 stitches. Okay, we end round 3 by joining to the top of our beginning chain 3 with a slip stitch. Next round, we are going to, which is round 4, chain 3, we're going to double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the last stitch, chain 2, and then repeat the pattern of doing 2 double crochets in the first stitch, double crochet in the center stitch, and 2 double crochets in the last stitch, chain 2, I guess you get the point of what we're doing. So I will finish this one right here, doing the 2 doubles in the first, 1 double in the center, and 2 doubles in the last, and chain 2, and I will complete my round, and we will meet up at the end of this round. Okay, we are finishing up round 4 with a slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain. Now before I get started on this round, you have to make sure that you have 5 double crochets at this point in each of our hearts that we're making. This round also, when I'm referring to For ease of me understanding how to write up the pattern, I had to refer to the double crochets, always working from right to left as double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the pattern kind of sounds confusing, but it's really very easy. You chain 2. If you're familiar with a double crochet 3 together, we are going to double crochet again in this first. We're going to make a cluster. So we start out by making the first half of a double crochet, and we do it in that first double from the last round. We start the next half of the cluster by the first half of a double in the second double crochet, and then in the third stitch we do the last half of or the first half of a double crochet. Now that we have 4 on our hook, we yarn over and pull through. That completes the first half of the heart. Now we're going to chain 3, and like I said, I had trouble explaining in the pattern. However, it's really kind of simple. We're going to do another cluster. We're going to cluster over the 3rd, 4th, and 5th stitch. However, we're going to do 2 in the 5th stitch. So I've called it a double crochet 4 together because there's 1, 2, 3, and then the second one would be 4. So we yarn over, put it in the center, which is the 3rd double, and we start our cluster. We do the first half, go to the second one, do the second half, which is the 4th stitch, excuse me, go to the 5th stitch, yarn over, do the first one, yarn over, and do it again. We've got 5 stitches on the hook, yarn over, and pull through. Now we're going to chain 4, and we will always chain 4 between the hearts and chain 4 between the hearts and chain 3 in the hearts. Okay, now we start it again. So in the first double, we're going to do 2, and in the next one, 1 and 1. So we'll start out here, starting our cluster. We started the first one, yarn over, do the second one in the first stitch, yarn over, do the third one in the next stitch, yarn over, and do the 4th one in that 3rd stitch. You have 5 loops, yarn over, pull it through, chain 3. Now we're going to go back to doing another 4 double crochet together, which was the cluster of 4. So we're going to yarn over, go back into the same stitch, that 3rd stitch, and we will start our first one. Yarn over, do the first half of a double, yarn over, the next stitch, number 4, yarn over, and in the 5th stitch we're going to work 2. And so we've began the cluster. Now we're going to yarn over, pull it through all the stitches on the hook. I think I caught a piece of yarn there. And since it's between a heart to get to the next one, we'll do 4. Okay, now we're ready to do the next cluster. Yarn over, in the first one we'll do 2. So yarn over and do a second one in that same stitch. Yarn over, do 1 in the 2nd stitch. Yarn over, do 1 in the 3rd stitch. Now that we have our 5, we yarn over, pull it through, chain 3. Now we go back to the 3rd stitch. We yarn over, insert the hook in the 3rd stitch, do the first half of a double, yarn over, insert it in the 4th stitch, do the first half, yarn over, and in the 5th stitch we will do 2. So there's the first one and the second one. Now we have 5 stitches on our hook. We yarn over and pull through all of them and do a chain 4 to get to the next heart. I'm going to stay with you on this round. You can fast forward or work it with me, but I just want to make sure that everybody gets the hang of this. Yarn over in the first one, do the first half, yarn over in the first one again, the second one, yarn over in the 2nd stitch and do the first half of a double, yarn over in the 3rd stitch and do the first half of a double, yarn over, pull through all loops, do chain 3. Now we go back to the 3rd stitch, yarn over, do the first stitch, yarn over, the 2nd stitch in the 4th one, yarn over the 5th stitch and do the 5th stitch again. Yarn over all through all 5 loops and chain 4 because we are between hearts. Go to the next one. Yarn over, start the next cluster. And as I was saying, you can speed forward to get past this if you have the hang of this already. But for those of you that need the help, I'll continue working the clusters just so that you can see how they work. 3 stitches between, 3 chains between. Now we do in the 3rd stitch, in the 4th stitch, and 2 in the 5th stitch. There's 1, 2. Should have 5 loops. Yarn over, pull through, and do a chain 4. So far, this is what it looks like. We have the beginnings of our hearts. Go on to the next one. And there's 2 in the 1st stitch, 1 in the 2nd stitch, 1 in the 3rd stitch. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 3. Grab some more yarn out here. I'm almost at the end of my skein here, so it's not acting like it likes me too much. It keeps getting hung up. I guess on the wrapper. That's all I can think it's hung up on. Okay, there's our 5 loops. Yarn over and do the chain 4. Make sure I got 4 there. I wasn't paying attention. I yarned over. 1, 2, 3. Let's make one more just to make sure. No, I don't like to do that. I'll back this out just to make sure. That's my pull through, and I'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a couple more hearts, and we'll complete this round. In the 2nd, and in the 3rd. Go back to the 3rd stitch, the 4th stitch, and 2 in the 5th stitch. Did the chain 3 there. And do the final chain 4. And we're going to join in the top of this cluster right here. I'm going to pause this and get my next color of yarn and finish this color off. Okay, we are beginning round 6 now, and the way that I kept this one straight in my head when I was creating it is I call it my 3 4s and a 5. And that's because in order to get the stitches to come out correctly, I don't think in terms of the repeats as per heart, but in the terms of we'll be working in 3 chain spaces, doing 4 sets of double, and in the next one, 5 doubles. So, the first thing we do is put a slip stitch on our hook of our next color, and we want to be in a chain 4 space to the right of a heart. Okay, so we're going to chain 3. Let me get this more in camera. And we're going to work 3 doubles in this same chain space so that we have a total of 4 doubles in this chain space. Around the next stitch, which is this cluster, we're going to work a front post double crochet. So we yarn over, insert the hook from front to back, so around this stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through and just work a double crochet. Okay, so in the next chain 3 space, we're going to work 4 doubles. Around the next heart cluster, we are going to put another front post double crochet. So we yarn over, insert it behind this stitch and up through the chain space, grab the yarn, pull it back through, and work a regular double crochet. This is, remember what I said, we think of this as 3 4s and a 5. So this is the first set of 3, the second set of 3, so this one will be 4. Excuse me, this is the first set of 4, second set of 4, and this one will also be 4. Come to another cluster, so we yarn over and do a front post double crochet around it. So since we have the 4 4 4, this one's 5. So this chain space is 5 doubles. Around the next heart space, we're going to work another front post double crochet. Now we begin the repeats again. So we do 4 doubles in this next space. Yarn over, do a front post, 4 doubles, yarn over, another front post, do another set of 4, if you ever get confused, just go back and make sure that you have the 3 sets of 4 doubles and then a set of 5. 3 sets of 4 doubles, and then so we know the next one will be a set of 5. Do another front post, and now we do our 5. Okay, do the front post. Did I accidentally get, I sure did. I accidentally got the last 2 stitches in the top of the cluster. So let's go back and put them where they're supposed to go, in the chain space. Okay, basically that's what you're going to do, is repeat what we've just done. The 3 sets of 4 doubles, a fifth, and then the 5, and then 3 sets of 4 doubles, and then the 5. And in between, every time we come to the heart clusters, we will do the front post double crochet around them. When you finish up, at the far end, the last thing you should be doing is a front post double crochet around this last one. I will meet you at the end of this round. Make sure when you're done that you have got 68 double crochets and 16 front post crochets. It should equal 84. Okay, I have completed this round, and as I said, the very last stitch, make sure that you do your front post double crochet around it, join with the slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain 3, and finish off. I've chosen to go, my next color is going to be linen, and you can choose any stitch around to begin. I'm just going to start in a double crochet. That's the first one of a cluster grouping, but it doesn't matter where you start. So you join with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 4. We're going to put 2 more triples in that same stitch. triple in the next 3 stitches, double in the next 2. I always crochet over my yarn tails while I am crocheting, but then when I get ready to finish off a square totally, I go back and I pull all those out and sew in my ends. Half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. We're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Half double in the next 2. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Triple in the next 3. In the next stitch, we're going to put 3 triples. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to start the row, the next round, or I guess the next side. So this 3 triples in 1 stitch is the first half of a corner, the chain 2, and now we start it again. We're going to put 3 triples in the next stitch. We're going to triple in the next 3 stitches. I need to get some yarn out here. Since I have this color wrapped around the skein, it'll take me a second. Wish my pause button was working, but it's not. Okay. Alright, let me look what I just did. I've got 3 triples in 1 stitch. Now I need to triple in the next 3, so there's 1, 2, 3, double in the next 2, half double in the next 2, single in the next 5, half double in the next 2, double in the next 2, triple in the next 3, and we start a corner by putting 3 triples in the next stitch. Whoop. And a chain 2. So far what we have accomplished is one of the sides and the second side. I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, finishing off round 7, I wanted to show you that once we meet back up with the beginning corner, we don't do a chain 2. We do a chain 1 and a half double crochet in the top of this beginning triple to position us in the center of the corner. Now we're going to chain 3 and begin round 8. You'll put 2 double crochets in that same space. That will equal 3 doubles. We're going to skip the first 2 stitches. We're going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. we're going to single crochet in the next 13 singles, or 13 stitches. We are going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Just like we skipped at the beginning of the round, we skipped the first 2. We're going to skip the last 2 stitches, and we're going to make a corner of 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Okay, that's the end of the first side. So we'll skip 2 of the triples, put 4 half doubles, 13 singles, 4 half doubles, skip the last 2 stitches, and do the corners of 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles until we get back to the beginning corner. And I will meet back up with you where the beginning corner was made. Okay, we are finishing off this round, and I'm back at my beginning corner. I skipped the last 2 stitches, and at the beginning corner I'm going to put 3 doubles, a chain 1, and a half double crochet in the top of the beginning double crochet. I'm going to finish off, and we will start round 9. I never end and start in the same corner. You can choose to either use the pink or the brown. I'm going to go ahead and I think this time use the brown. And this round you have to think in terms of 3s. Okay, we're going to slip stitch in the corner, double crochet 2 more times in the same corner, since I ended with 3 stitches here, we need to make a picot. So we're going to chain 5, and in this last double crochet that we made prior to the chain 5, we'll do a slip stitch, and then we just go along the side here every time we do 3 double crochets. So we'll do a 3 double crochet. Well, I keep splitting my yarn because I'm at the wrong angle here to look at what I'm doing. Okay, let me look closer. And let me put that over there. Okay, so we do 3 doubles. And now we have to do a chain 5 picot. And now 3 more doubles along the side. And really that is all you're going to do on this round. When you come to the far end of the row, when you put your last double here with your picot, don't forget to put a picot in the last stitch before you start your corner. Your corner will be 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles in the corner, and then you'll have a picot at the end. So I will go ahead and pause this after I do this picot and work the square over to that corner just to show you what I'm talking about. And I will pause now and pick it up at the end of this corner, or over at the next corner. Okay, I'm at the end of the first part of this round, and I'm just showing you that you have to have 10 picots across before you get to the corner. And when you do the corner, it's the 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Keep forgetting I have to keep in frame here. And since there's 3 stitches here, we have to do a picot and slip stitch. Now we just begin across the next side, and I will meet up with you at the end of this round. Okay, at the end of this round, make sure that before you cut your yarn, you have 40 picot stitches around. And now we're back at the beginning corner, and we're going to do 3 double crochets, and finish off with a chain 1 and a half double crochet in the beginning of the chain 3. And we'll finish this yarn color off. I did want to show you just a little bit of the next round because it's slightly different. The only thing that's really different about this round is that the corners are 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So we'll start there. We'll do a chain 3 that counts as the first double. We will do one more double, chain 2, and oops, I lost my yarn over. There we go. Split the yarn. Okay. Now in each double crochet around, and we skip the picots, we will put a double crochet. And if you look, I don't want you to get confused on where to put your double crochets here. This larger loop is the first one you're going to come to that you put your double. Now we're going to hold the picot forward, and if you look, this double has already been used, so we're going into the one to the left of the picot. Hold your picot forward, and we'll yarn over and start the picot. Now before I pull it tight, I pop it through, and since it's a stitch with a picot, I always pull it slightly tighter because we want the picot to stand out. Okay, so then we do the next 2 stitches. We're at a picot, so we push it forward, and we're going to put the yarn in the stitch right after the picot. Push that picot through and complete your stitch. And that's all you do. Each corner is going to have 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, and just be sure that you pop your picots through. Always pop it through, okay? And I will show you a picture when this is complete. Thank you for crocheting along with me today, and I will show you one more way of, I'll show you a picture when the round is done, and I'm going to show you the square next to another square and how they match up and look great. Okay, I have finished this square, and I think it is just so pretty with these little stand-up nub things around, and I'll take a picture and include it in the video. I wanted to show you how to match these up with another square, and this square right here is the pineapple orange juice square, and it also has all the little nubbies, and all you have to do is join up the stitches and whip stitch them together, or do a row of single crochets, or really there's several different ways that you could do this together, but it's up to you. I will show you, there's one more I wanted to show you. Just joining them up, you know, with the single crochets along the edges is the way I'm going to do it. Just matching stitch for stitch. You can do it in a contrasting color or the same color. It's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed our little project for today, and happy crocheting.